Good morning, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. Alexa, whoops. Oh boy. Well, I made the mistake of upgrading my phone because I could, reducing my monthly payments, but I forgot the most important thing. It takes 1 million hours to get it transferred from one phone to another. Let's try this. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Heidi ho. Well, we don't have that either. Oh. Well, I thought Google Assistant was on here. Wow. Okay, Google. Nope. All right. Well, I have to do it the old-fashioned way. Today is the 28th of November, November 28th. This is my youngest brother's birthday, 63. Good morning, Charlene. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, mystery person out there. Nope, not mystery person out there. All right, so November 28th, it is 6:07 a.m. and the weather is cold. Don't quite know, phone not set up. All right, so we're starting to change the format of this because I'm noticing that it's taking too long to get to the guts of it. I'm going to simply say the purpose of this podcast is to help you move from point A to point B in your life. Down below in the description, please subscribe and click the bell and share. Down below in the description are the important things. This podcast is the minor breadcrumb, the first breadcrumb. Other breadcrumbs are down below in the description. The important breadcrumbs are down below in the description. Then I'm going to change the format to say something like, our goal is to help you get from point A to point B, where B is better. We do it with the resources in the description down below. Our approach is to leave little breadcrumbs along the way, along the path from point A to point B. The theme is it's simple, but there's no claim that it's easy. You have to be prepared to do the work. And each video, time in, time out, time again, over and over, every day, says if you want to change, you have to do the work. Well, let me say it this way. As Tony Robbins says, we're all going to change. The question is how. Good morning, Todd. In what way are we going to change? Are we going to change for the better, or are we going to change for the worse? Is entropy going to set in? The second law of thermodynamics. Is entropy going to set in and we will become like a apricot or a peach, just leaving it out on the counter? Eventually, it's going to desiccate, rot, maybe certainly shrivel up and be of limited value. Which way are we going to go? We're going to go down fighting to the end. And so people who will continue to watch this are the people who say, I want to get better. Help me get to point B. I want to get to point B. Help me get to point B. And yeah, I might make many stops along the way, but my goal is to get to point B. So our morning routine, we need to make sure we have our coffee so we can How does it look over here? How does it look over there? So we can ponder the breadcrumbs. Have a pen. Yes, I have the nifty multicolor pen and paper book to write these things down. Because another consistent message is that when you write it down, it becomes important. And from a neuroscience-oriented perspective, what it's doing is priming the RAS, priming the reticular activating system in our brain so that it's constantly scanning for all things to support our goal. All right, so we're at 6 minutes in. The metaphor we're going to use for this podcast is of a four-legged table, where it is important that there are four legs and each leg is sturdy and strong and not wobbly. And so if you have a table that has four strong legs, will that table be able to hold a lot of weight? Yeah. Relative to the weight of the table, yes, it will. It will be very functional, pragmatic, and we can make it look good aesthetically if we want. But the starting point is you need to have a sound table. It's not really good if you have a beautiful looking table, but it's totally unfunctional because there's only 3 legs or 2. The legs are very wobbly. So what are the legs of our table? And we will review this every day. So Charlene, Diana, what's one of the legs? Can you name a leg to the table, to our metaphorical table? Tick tock, tick tock. Correct, Charlene. Spiritual, yes. So because time is racing, I will go through them, but please write them down. There is the physical leg. Physical is further broken down into fitness and health. Physical. Mental, good, Charlene. Mental, learning, the ability to learn, right, the ability to learn. Emotional, right, Diana, good job. Emotional, and what? That's it, right? Spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. Oh, nobody put physical down. I thought I saw physical. Physical, which is fitness and health. What we consume is health, including okay, that's health. Fitness is using our body as it is intended to bear a heavy burden, to be able to lift a load. We have great endurance. We can keep going. So physical, you have to be doing something physical every day. Emotional, right. If you can't control your emotions, somebody else will, and they will probably take you out of the game. You need to be able to control your emotions. And it's probably the most important part of this today. Well, it is a mental thing. So learning is what it's all about. Learning to be what? Autodidactic. Right. Learning to be autodidactic. We're going to cut these off at 10 minutes also, so that more people will watch them. So it's not this is going to go on forever, man. So I have 1 minute. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And we're going to be developing the spiritual side coming out from Texas this week, because the Prison Ministries of Texas, or Texas Prison Ministries, Dave and Randy. And I am hoping that we will do a lot of recording of videos. That is my hope, that we'll be doing a lot of work. But how do we get from point A to point B? Well, we will have maxims, like the Navy SEAL maxim. Yesterday was the only easy day. We don't need to go through that because we only have 20 seconds left. We all have it written down. Yesterday was the only easy day. Go out there, make something happen. Focus on your table. Think about what are the areas of the table that you're weakest and strongest. Do you feel a need to smoke? That's partially physical And it's emotional. And goodbye. Cut. We're going to say cut. We're going to do that a little bit better next time. Can somebody say and cut? Cut.